أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وصلى الله على سيدنا Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Now, in this video, it's just going to be a quick introduction to the jumla, or the sentence. So in front of us, we have two sentences, Muhammadun ja'a and ja'a Muhammadun. So they can both be translated as Muhammad came. Now, I want to present the table below, which is this one here, and I'll discuss it, inshallah. Now, as you can see, we have a jumla ismiya, Muhammadun ja'a. So, jumla ismiya, and ja'a Muhammad is a jumla fi'liya. Now, the fact that they're translated the same way indicates something, and that's to do with the subject matter of these sentences. What is being spoken of? If we look at the first sentence, Muhammadun ja'a, we know that Muhammad is the mubtada. What is associated to Muhammad is that he came. So ja'a is associated to Muhammad. It's information given about Muhammad. Now in the verbal sentence, ja'a Muhammadun, the actual subject being spoken of is also Muhammad. It's not ja'a, even though it's coming first. It's not what's being spoken of. Because we can't say that Muhammad is information given about ja'a. That doesn't make sense. The act of coming is not what's being spoken of. So the verb ja'a is being associated to Muhammad. So in both cases, Muhammad has this verb associated to it, in both cases. And there's actually a word to indicate that which has been spoken of, and that's al-musnad ilayhi, the associated to. And we have what is being associated to the musnad ilayh is called the musnad. So you can think of it as bringing the musnad to give information about the musnad ilayh. So the musnad ilayh in the jumla ismiya is the mubtada. And in the jumla fi'liya, it's the fa'il, which in both cases is Muhammad. And then what is the associated to the musnad ilayh? In the jumla ismiya, it's the khabar, and in the jumla fi'liya, it's the fa'il. So this is part of the flexibility of the Arabic language. We can actually change the order of the musnad and the musnad ilayh, as we can see in these two sentences. And actually, we'll actually discover, inshallah, and we'll talk about this in a lot of detail, by changing the order, you're actually changing the meanings associated with the sentence. Now in English, it's translated the same way. You can't actually capture that, because in English, you can't bring the verb came and put it before Muhammad. Came Muhammad, it doesn't make sense. But in Arabic, you can do this. And just a final point, we'll actually talk about this in a lot of detail, is the jumla ismiya, or the nominal sentence, actually has more emphasis than the verbal sentence. Okay, so inshallah in this lesson, we're going to be talking about a concept known as at-taqdeem wa at-ta'khir. And this is related to the musnad and the musnad ilayh, which we spoke about in the last lesson, which is the bringing forth or the delaying of the musnad or the musnad ilayhi. So I'll give some examples of this, followed by a discussion related to balagha, and then we will talk about examples from the Quran, inshallah. Now the first sentence, yajtahidu zaydun. This is a verbal sentence. So you have the verb and the fa'il, the doer. Now something to note about this sentence is that it's actually the default of how a verbal sentence is written, in that you have the verb coming first, followed by the fa'il. That's the usual way it's written. Now in the next sentence, Zaydun yajtahidu. What's happening here is we're bringing the fa'il in front of the verb, which is known as at-taqdeem al-musnad ilayhi al-musnad. So the bringing forth of the musnad ilayhi in front of the musnad. And this actually, when you do this, this converts to a nominal sentence. So in other words, this is the mubtada and this is the khabar. While in this case, we have the fi'l and the fa'il. Now in the sentences below, we'll start with this one here. It's Zaydun mujtahidun. So Zayd is the mubtada and mujtahidun is the khabar. And this is actually the default of how a nominal sentence should be. In that we have the mubtada first, followed by the khabar. Now in this sentence here, what's happening is we have the musnad coming in front or being brought forth in front of the musnad ilayhi. And the musnad ilayhi is being delayed. So in Arabic, we can change the position of words. And although the general meaning is the same, there will be a subtle difference in the meaning. And inshallah, we'll explain this in a lot more details. So both of these sentences on top can translate as Zayd is working hard, and the bottom two is Zayd is a hard worker. Now, in the top examples, the verb is coming as the musnad, while the two sentences below, we have the ism as the musnad. We can also have, for example, a harf jar and a ism majroor coming as the musnad. So in the first sentence, Zaydun fid dar. And this is actually the default of how the sentence is. We have the mubtada and the jar majroor khabar. So we have the musnad ilayhi and then the musnad. Now we can actually change the positions and have the jar majroor in front. This also changes the meaning slightly, which we'll speak about inshallah. So this is the flexibility of the Arabic language, where we can actually bring different parts of the sentence and change their positions around. So inshallah we'll do an example of this to show the meanings associated with changing the words around in the sentence.